Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hi, how is everybody doing? And today, as you see, my desk camera is on and I have a lot of stuff on my desk because 2 days ago I decided, you know what, let's do this. I have a couple of stuff to paint. Let's finally paint the keyboard. And it's painted. It's actually painted. Right now I just touched up a little bit silver into the plug in here. And I want to, you know, I wanted to somehow put the model name and the brand name, you know, in places that it should be, because this is the particular keyboard model that I did out of foam board, cardboard, hot glue and good intentions. And this is the stand for it, made with skewers. So it can, okay, let me check if it's dried, if it has dried. Yeah, it's, at least this part is dried, which I can put like this. And have a little scale of a keyboard that one of my character uses. And it's second out of 5 models of instruments that I want to do for of my characters. Yes, I am absolutely crazy. I was thinking that I will quickly today glue on the buttons, because I sculpted some time ago. I don't remember when right now. I sculpted all the little elements for the instruments that I have planned to do. And I think that today, you know, let's attach, you know, those buttons and stuff. And I think it would be nice. And after I do this, I will proceed with the regular scheduled drawing. I have one of my sketchbooks. This one is the sketchbook that I was using throughout second half of 2021. I bought this when I was in Estonia, on my trip in Estonia, and I have 2 pictures here that I want to ink. Come on, camera. Yeah, 2 pictures here that I want to ink. At least I want to ink this one. Not sure about the second one, but Nina has collabs to do, okay? Nina has challenges to do. So, yeah. So, apart from making comic, which I will sit on tomorrow, apart from making comic still, I have lots of like DIY projects, and yeah. So recently I also started doing this. This is the Echo Flower from Undertale, and some of you might remember that, Nina, you already did Echo Flower from Undertale. Yes, I did. This is the second one because my mom also wanted an Echo Flower here in the house. The first one is in my sister's house, and this one will be here. So yeah, so I also have this to do, and yeah, and to color this I will actually use the paint markers from Temu that I was swatching recently. Unfortunately, and why this took me a long time, unfortunately, the colors of the markers were not perfect were not good for the keyboard itself. Like, not gonna lie, I used the white to touch up on the white, but I will show you. But let me no, this is automatic. Okay, so come on, focus on the keyboard and not on the wrinkles of my hand. Camera. Okay, so you see, even though, okay, so the the keys, the white keys, are one sheet of paper that I cut slightly with a knife to create, slightly with a craft knife to create like divots to give a little bit more of dimension, and also for me to like draw this better when I will be like using this as a reference. So I will draw where each of the key is like better. The top ones are the cardboard, and they are actually like they actually are glued on top of them. So yeah, so I was unfortunately very disappointed in the range of grays in the set, and it did not help me like at all. Like the only the only markers that helped me in this one were the white and black, and that's all. To touch up on especially to touch up with the nib. This is a very thin nib, more thin than this paint marker that I got from that I already like used, so the nib is kind of frayed already. So this one was more thinner, much more thin, more thin than this one, and I was able to actually like touch up on the keyboard. So yeah, so I am thinking, let's pick my favorite wool glue and try to attach the buttons today. And maybe I will, you know what, given the fact that this one I need to touch up one. Also, I will need to put another like layer of matte varnish on top of it, because it's still very glossy and you can see all the imperfections, you know, from me applying primer and applying acrylic filler in between the cardboard and stuff. So yeah, so this is unfortunate, very unfortunate. So yeah, so I have my the drawing of the keyboard that I did based on the real deal. I am really like mad that I can't like put the markings of the brand name on this one, because like look, this is the printout in the scale, okay? This is the printout of the thing in the scale, done on the super freaking crappy bees, hello, welcome to the stream. Yes. So this is printed on a very crappy freaking gray eco paper at my work, but it's printed in scale, and when I saw how big are these like letters in here, I was like, there's no way I can do this like by hand. I am kind of thinking of maybe putting Mr. Super Clear, which is the clear matte coat that gives a little bit of texture, just a little bit more papery texture to the covered surfaces, which would allow me to use, for example, watercolor pencils, which I can sharpen to a fine point and do like small details like that, like you know, use the methods that doll customizers do. So I will toy with it after I attach the buttons. So I have like the cutout, and I have the buttons here, but I also have the clear sheet. Let me show you also one thing, because here in the middle, if you see this like little rectangle here, this is where the screen goes. And I have prepared the screen earlier. And let me show you. So this is the clear cardboard. No, this is the clear plastic. And I put, this one is for my second project for Yamaha. But this one, the light blue one, is the screen for this one. And if I cut it properly, it will still be like super glossy because I put acrylics on the opposite side. And when you flip it, it's like very like smooth and very smooth. So I need to cut it to the proper size, glue it in, and glue all the other buttons. So yeah, so I really hope I will be done with it quickly. I also have a base. Bees, I have not shown you but the base. I would show you the drum set that I did. Not also that long ago, but it's right now stashed, so I will show you the photo. The drum set is made from a paper craft set that I resized. Ninja. yeah. So let me show you the base. This is the base, the neck of the base and the body of the base, and this will slot here. Yes, I have a head prepared, not here. Where is the head? It should be, oh, it's here, okay. The head is here, it's still like not super painted. But yeah, it's made of popsicle sticks and filler. Oh, there's the better one. This is the clear sheet with the better screen, because this one came out kind of sploochy and this one is better. Yeah, so I need to use this one, actually. So yeah, so listen, I am the DIYer to the max. So maybe I will be able to like quickly paint the neck and attach the neck, you know, stuff. Who is not following?
GRT234 is now following.
GRT! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, so this will be the paper insert that I need to repaint white because it got like, hey, that I need to repaint slightly. Tak. Yes, I am Polish, but I speak English on the stream, but nie ma problemu. Mogę mówić też i trochę po polsku i trochę po angielsku. So yeah. Tak. Yes. I am from Poland. As we speak. Oh, that's nice. We are in the similar, I think we're in the same or similar time zone then. And I also have, these are like my all like accessories for the instruments that I did with clay, so yeah. And I also did like the small drumsticks from the toothpicks. So yeah, and I also need to paint those because you may see, oh Nina, but they are painted. No, they are not painted. Like, I still see white filler. I know they were filled. Bees. If so, I was talking about oil paint. You can't use oil paint in raffineries, unfortunately. So yeah, so maybe I will quickly whip out my set of acrylic paints, acrylic markers and paint those really quick before we proceed. So let me put, it will require a couple of coats. It always requires more than one coat in order to get a fully even coverage. And really like hide those blemishes. So yeah, so apart from these two models, I still have 3 to go. One more guitar. This will be the Gibson Les Paul guitar. This is like the cutout, like paper cutout in to scale to help me, and also a Yamaha keyboard. Listen, I will be prepared. If you come to liberate Poland, we will be prepared. And we will not be playing. Yeah, art is great. I love art. I love art. I love making art. Wait, let me quickly bring up something. If you also love art, and you love comics, and you want a free comic to read, let me hook you up to something. Okay, I need to enter my... Let me hook you up to something. Yeah, you can read my comic. It's on Webtoons, it's on Tapas, it's on DeviantArt, it's on Namikomi, it's in Polish on Meko.ink. Yes. Yes, you can read this. Okay, let me get to this acrylic box, this big box. Bees. It took me like 4 hours to swatch this properly. Look how clean these swatches are. So yeah, so I actually, let me check the color, because these are different colors. So for the drumsticks, I would like 654 or 753, like darker shade. And for the head of the base, I would need 717. Let's try 717. So the markers are now on my lap. So yeah, 717 is 1, 654 is the second one, and 753. 753 is here. Let me close it. Eat it for a moment. Okay, so these are my 3 colors. Let me test them real quick on... Maybe let's test it on this clear plastic. Because, especially with acrylics, swatch your supplies, because acrylics, they dry 1 or 2 tones darker than usually. So it's important to swatch properly your supplies in order to see their true colors. Watercolors and gouache dry lighter, but acrylics dry darker. So yeah, so I will let it dry for a moment, and I will see what will be the outcome of these colors. Swatch like a champion, yes. In the meantime, let me get, oh my god, this will be so tiny. Like the fact that I had so much like patience to do all of these elements for the models. Oh, I will need to do this and paint this over. These are the knobs for the guitar. There are 4 of them because this is a bass guitar, and bass guitars have 4 strings. Okay. So this one, I need one, oh my god, I think it would be easier for me to dump on you know what, this is the, okay, this is the, I need to dump those in order to search better, because they are small. Like how was I able, like probably I just rolled it between my fingers, but yeah, I was able somehow to do all these buttons in polymer clay. Yes, this is polymer clay, which means I had to harden this in my oven. I did this like some time ago. So yeah, but since it contains elements for like a couple of instruments and all the buttons, I need to separate them. Also, it has pins that I cut in order to, you know, make these structural, you know, oh my god. Yeah, to make these like, I don't know any nomenclature, okay? Last time I played guitar was like half of my polymer clay. Oh, I wish polymer clay was more popular here. Oh my god, I struggle so much to find the polymer clay here, actually. Okay, so this red one. For sure, this red button is in this keyboard. Yes. There is similarly sized gray button. I think this one. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gray buttons. Oh my god. Okay, there are knobs. I think those are the gray buttons. I think one of the buttons I did not do, and I decided to leave holes and just maybe like put a dab of clay on a toothpick to just give a little bit of texture. Listen, I will be your guide if actually Gmod has a map of Poland, which I think it does. It should have, like, either stereotypical Polish map or like a recreation of a city. If you find like a map of Warsaw, like, it will be amazing. Oh my god, okay, now I need to not lose any of those little balls. Okay, how is this? How is this looking? Okay, so for me, these two are very. Maybe I should check them out on paper. Okay, let's check them out on the back of these. Because they seem very yellow for me. Let me see how they will dry. In the meantime, one of my freaking clay balls fell somewhere, which is not good. Oh, okay, wait, found it. And this particular one, yeah, it needs those small gray balls. I think, wait, how did I? Because there are like various sizes of these balls here. My God. Yeah, crazy? I was crazy once. And then they took me to the room with the rats. Rats drive me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. Okay, I need to like, oh my God. I used to have it separated, but now I don't. And I need to figure out which balls belong to this keyboard and which balls belong to the other keyboard. Fun for the whole family. I think I think these bigger ones belong to the other keyboard. But oh my God, there are so many. Maybe I should bring, instead of my fingers, I should bring the these like, oh my God, what are those called? Those pinchers? No. Pliers. Yes, pliers. And judging by the amount of the amount of all these balls, I think I decided to do some of the smallest ones. With a dab of clay. I will need to pick up a needle. Okay, how is it with the colors? It should be. They put Nina in a rubber rat with rooms. Rooms make Nina crazy. Listen, when we played Gmod and the map with the Bulls castle, it made me crazy because I have absolutely like no recollection. I've never played any Nintendo game. The only Nintendo game I played Mario Sunshine, which someone ported into Flash game and turned it into 2D. So for the longest time I thought I'm playing the real Mario Sunshine. Turns out I'm not. Like, really, I'm only PC player, and it was like, oh my God, I have absolutely zero recollection of what room is what in that castle. I am also thinking of making these holes, because right now I think I stabbed the cardboard, the foam cardboard with I stabbed it with a needle to make divots, but I see right now that I need deeper divots, because I want these to not like stay too like proud, because these are supposed to be like deeper, smaller, like barely peeking out, you know? So okay, so let me just think. There are 3 rectangular ones. Okay, so there is one rectangle here, second rectangle here. Listen, maybe I will turn this into a crafting stream only, and I will do traditional art when I will do the crafting stream. All right. I think it will look more complete when I will put all these like balls in place. There is bigger here by the rectangles. This red one, the big red one is here. The big gray one is here. Like, yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this song is pissing me off. Can I? Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's better. Sorry. I am talking like each stream. I'm talking that these particular songs are already like making me kind of mad when I hear them on stream, and yet I forget to eat them from my playlist. And there are 7 of these. 1, 2. There are 8 of these. Okay, which there are right now. There are 7. Okay, 3 rectangles here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Come on. Yeah. Okay, this is the smaller one. This is the bigger one. Because yes, they vary in size a little bit, but they do. And I need to pick the ones that have the proper size. Okay, so the 7. No, now it's the 7. So this one goes somewhere else. Okay, so there is the 7 of them here. 8 of them here. 3 rectangles. So 1, 2, and this is the first rectangle. Come on. After 3 rectangles, there are 4 circles again. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, 3 and 4. And here are 3 circles, but they are lighter gray. Have I done them in lighter gray? No, there are 2 gray circles in the second. No, there are. Okay, let me just move some of them around. Maybe move this one because it's kinda. I think I did the three on the side, but they will be lighter gray, so I need to remember to put a little bit of white or the light gray marker on top of them. Yeah. Okay, so these are all the balls that are supposed to be here. So now, listen. There are signs. Let me check this and how it looks like. Like these look like too yellow for me, and this too desaturated. Like if there was like a middle ground. Actually the grain, the color of the wood itself is nice, but which one is the closer to it? 752, 738, maybe 738, 752. Okay, let me check also 738. 738. Where's 738? It should be okay, 738 and 752. Let me check those two colors. Although I think they are like more, they are much lighter. Okay, maybe this one, V752 will be good. I don't know how about everything else. Let me also bring up the sheet for I think 803 will be good for the silver. For the 803 and 824. 804, 803. But yeah. Okay, so let me now move those a little bit away. Because I will be deepen the grooves with a needle, so it won't go that much on the top. I will just step by model with a needle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. Okay, and here it's one big, 3 rectangles, 4, 5, okay, and the keypad underneath. Okay, let's whip out the glue and just put it on the needle. And I think I will start with, okay. So this is why I need the needle, because this glue is very stringy. And yeah, so I need to just pick a little bit on the needle. Yeah. put it here. Now take the pliers and put it in. And repeat for the rest of the holes. Yep. Oops. Okay. I need to press them in, but not too hard. Also, don't go. Okay. I hope that after the final varnish, it will look better. Okay, wait. It misses glue. Okay, I need to clean the needle from the glue, from the dried out glue. Bring out fresh glue from the nozzle. Come on. Come on. Oh, okay. Okay, let me close the glue for the moment, because I don't want it to dry completely on me. Once I will learn 3D modeling and will find a plugin to do the photogrammetry, I want to turn this model into 3D by taking pictures of it. Even though I know it's like a geometric, like very geometric like model, so it would be like kinda easy to replicate in 3D, but I kinda want to have it like the exact thing that I have IRL. Post Nina and her black and white keyboard, yes! Unfortunately, there are so many syllables. Post Nina, post Nina, post Nina, and her black and white keyboard. It doesn't roll off the tongue like too well. Okay. So now, like actually, I have very cursed small postman pet here. It needs also paint up. It needs paint job. Like you see, like how in the toys, like they made like everything out of like one shade of blue, so the arms have like, the hands have like blue tone, and the shoes also have like some blue peeking through. Like it needs, well, apart from like serious skull, you know, surgery, like pet needs a little bit of paint job. And I blame bees for that. I blame bees for that. Like literally, there are days where I wake up and I just mentally like sing Postman Pet song inside. So I want to do the second model of the keyboard, the Yamaha one. Bees remind me to put the, although I can show it on the stream because I have the photo of the stream, but let me first attach the next row of buttons. So one big round, yes, and these rectangular ones. Listen, on the stream, it looks great. It looks great on the stream. IRL, I feel the buttons are a little bit too high. I should have made the holes a bit bigger, but I was worried if, you know, if they were if they will be even. Okay, so yeah, let me first quickly show you the not the MS, although I can open it in MS Paint, open the picture in MS Paint. Wait, it is in this folder, it is in the, is it in the main folder for my project Magnus? Yes, it is in the main project folder for my Magnum Opus, yes. Hey, yeah, okay, let me, so this is on my windowsill, so don't, because it is the only like, the only place with a good sunlight to do this. Hey. Hey. The freak. Okay, let me eat this source, new source, window, new one, MS Paint. Why are you freaking black? Why is MS Paint not like liking being why you not like being shown? What the heck? The heck? Again. What is going on? Why is OBS not liking it? Maybe now that MS Paint is the only open MS Paint? No. I wanted to show you a cool thing. Okay, and now I need to show the cool thing through different means. And I don't like it. Boom. Okay. So, yeah, this is the model. This is like paper, cardboard, and beads. And it comes from the model, from the paper craft kit that I rescaled a bit because it was in 1/8 and I do in 1/6 scale, so I need to make it bigger a bit. And yeah, it's cardboard, beads, and I repainted the body to match the colors that my character has on his instrument. So yeah. So this is the first of the bunch. And right now I just see how freaking crooked the legs are. Oh my god. Let me see, what is the good color? Okay, so so I think, what was the last one? Yeah, 752 is this one. And I think this is the best one for the wood color here. As for the sticks, I kind of want to go with the same color, but we will see. Let me quickly put the first layer. And this one was made from just a popsicle stick. Actually, 2 popsicle sticks glued together. And I use acrylic markers right now because I'm too lazy to mix my own colors right now, because I have only one desk and mixing up new colors and doing acrylics requires such a big time commitment and space commitment for me that I need to be in a mood actually to do anything like crafting or painting IRL, not digitally. Which sucks because I like crafting. I don't like the mess, so I usually opt like watercolors because watercolors are very easy, you know, to set up, paint. Let me get these pliers, so I want like dirty my hands. At least too much. Okay, and I can leave it to dry. So what would you say, bees? Yeah, let me try the same color. No, not this one. 738? Was it 738? No, 752. Yeah, this one. Let's try use the same color for the drumsticks. Although for me a darker color is needed. So because what I see is like, look at how this color looks on the paper and how this color looks on the well, granted it's still kind of wet, but it looks lighter in here, so maybe I will try with 654. 654 is this one. I will try the other drumstick with 654 to see how it will look like. And because they are acrylics, like the coverage, in worst case scenario, I will just cover them again with the paint of a different color and put a couple coats of it. Yeah, okay, let me leave it to dry. And I will see which one I like better, because this color looks the best as a skin of one of my characters, and I want to use it to color the figurine of one of my characters. But to think that I will need to use the same color for wood, I think it will make it look like the colors are too similar, and I fear they will be just merge, you know. Oh my god, it's already been an hour. Wait, there were 4 in here afterward. After the... Yeah, there were 4 in here. Oh, bees, I will also show you one more thing. You still here? Because you mentioned the possibility of making a puppet, and to which I will present you something that, to some people it's creepy. To me, like, it used to be creepy, but I grew like I grew like a more like fascination and like willingness to learn and like lots of creativity and like interdisciplinary like arts in what I'm about to show you. Dire sir, hello, welcome to the stream. I want to show my Megara doll, and second I want to show the doll that I made during the doll making not classes, not warehouse, not Warcraft, not Warcraft, workshop, yeah, workshop. So I will show you this because I think with this the prospects of making this particular project that we were talking about are are greater. So let me quickly show you this. This one was in a gift because this was a gift. Yeah, okay. So these are you here. I need you to say yes, I am here, yes, I am watching, because this is for you, this is for you in particular. Because I need to do the whole. Oh wait, I still have four. Okay. Now question: is the glue already dried in here? Please say no. No, it's already dried. Crap. Okay, I need to redo the holes and put more glue into them. Because I want to show the two doll projects that I did, like, not super recently, although Megara was finished last year. These are both DIY projects. One is a customization of a second-hand plastic/vinyl doll. If you write like any like OOA key, so one of a kind, doll custom or something like this, you will get what I mean by that. And second one is more of an art doll. Oh my god, those kind of dolls have a name with the soft non-articulated bodies and like clay heads and arms and legs. They have name, but right now it like absolutely like escaped my brain. Okay, this glue is now too dry and stringy, so let me quickly get the last buttons in here. Okay. Just check, take a look. 805. Okay, but this one was supposed to be 803, but first... Oh yeah, which reminds me, I still have not put all of my streams. I think, wait, didn't I? Wait, I need to quickly check if I put all my streams into the proper playlists. And I need to do this right now, because else I forget. I think I did. Oh, come on, YouTube. Boot up. Okay. Okay. I think I did. Yeah. And I personally hate, but this is the hate aimed at particular... But this is the hate aimed at particular... Okay, this gray is like green. 807. 807 I remember was like brown in shade. Yeah, it's brown in undertone. There are no other grays. 860 I remember was, yeah, it's blue in the undertones, but maybe I need to change the tone and even the color of these buttons. Not A03. Which one I used recently? 804 I used. Wait, where is 804? It's 805 here. 805 is also good. Okay, so I used 805 here. But yeah, but my biggest pet peeve is the stringiness of the glue. Like, I hate, and it is noticeable especially in things that are mass produced from China, where they use a copious amount of glue, of hot glue especially, and they like glue something, pull it away, and there is string like left, and I hate this. And whenever I see this, I always make sure to cut out all the strings that I have here, Okay, so for the, maybe I will use, okay, how much? 654. How bad would 654 look on the bigger, on a bigger surface? Let it dry, because I like this color. Like, it is a little bit orange, but I think for a drumstick it looks good. So I will just proceed and paint it on the rest. Okay, let it dry. Repeat this on the other, on another stick. Okay, and now that the buttons are dry, let me check my reference. How dark are the buttons compared to the rest? Okay, so the buttons should be similar in color to the panels behind, apart from these buttons. These buttons can be lighter. Okay, has this colored? Okay, it dries pretty quickly. How do I like it? Is it too... You know what? I think the color is alright. So let me put it on the whole part. And after it dries, I will put it on the other side. Okay, let it dry. In the meantime, another coat of white here. Just to even the color. This is a piece of like cards, like a hardstock paper here. I also want to paint this silver. Where is my liquid chrome from Molotov? Oh my god, I got the notification that certain bee is in a Gmod right now. I wonder if he found a Polish map. Let it dry. And okay, so oh, this one I can also like I need to be a bit delicate. Wait, am I using the good color? I'm using the wrong color. Oh my god, they are so similar. Their nips are so similar. But I haven't noticed that I used the wrong color. Okay. So this one I need to darken a bit. Should I try and use acrylic and very small brush and water just straight from the tube to make it darker? I mean, polymer clay is like, you can paint over it, so it's no biggie to paint over it, like, at all. I've done this before to, like, you know, hide some of the mistakes or hide the fact that I mixed the clay and it's kind of uneven. I mixed, like, you know, the different colors of clay and they did not came out even. Or after sanding, there are some spots that are lighter, that came out lighter than other spots. Like, part of me wanted to do the buttons from beads, but I could not find such a small beads to, you know, to satisfy me. Okay, and now the screen. Oh my god, screen will be nerve-wracking. Because I have like, I made it big enough to have like 2 tries, but I need a ruler right now. Where's my ruler? I swear I had a ruler here. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Okay, so this screen is 17 by 5 millimeters. Let me actually like try and maybe mark it with a pencil. I have pencil here. Mark it with a pencil on the back. So 17 by 5. And I have 2 attempts. Okay, where are now my crafting scissors? There. Okay, so I marked with a pencil a little rectangle and I will try to cut out the screen from it. Like one of my concerns is that the paint will flake off while cutting, but okay. The little screen is here and it will go in here. Oh yeah, wait, the smooth part, yes, the smooth part needs to go here. Actually, how did I measure it? I drew it. How did I measure it? How come it's 1 millimeter too big? Okay, maybe. Okay, it's 16.5 millimeters. Dear God. This is what you're dealing with when you're doing miniatures, okay? Okay. Now, I can glue this in. Okay, so toning with paint worked. I think the buttons have like a good color right now. I'm just looking at it at different angles. Okay, I will move the drumsticks, which are now ready, and I think, yeah, I will varnish them off the stream. I don't want to put too much of uhu glue because it gets stringy, and when it gets stringy and drying, it becomes like a little bit milky, and I don't want this milky texture to, you know. Look! Look! Okay, so let's shut it for now. I want to, you know, I have, these are actually like cut out. I want to have it here, but I am still wondering how to do this. I am thinking if I can get a hang, if I can print something on a decal paper, I think this would work. Okay. Yeah, the sheen from the, this is why I need to varnish it, because it's not matte, it gives like some sheen, and I want the only sheen to be from the screen. But yeah, the back with all the plugs. But yeah, like in regular light, I think it will look great. So now on the stand, look. 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 Well, when you put it beside me, like, it is so small. But I think on the face camera, it looks great. It looks great from, like, if you don't, like, look too closely, because I see all the flaws in this. Mindy, hello! How are you doing? Welcome to the street. I just finished it. I just finished it on stream. This is DIY. Yeah, this is fully DIY, and I think I will move on to guitar. So, off the stream, because the varnish I'm using, I need to spray it on my balcony and then wait for like 30 minutes for it to dry. So I will do this off the stream, but I will actually, you know what? I will mark this as finished. Oh my god, this will be like second artwork finished this February. Isn't it great? So okay, let me just mark it in my spreadsheet that the keyboard model with the stand is complete. This particular keyboard model with the stand, because I have the other one in plans. So, whips. Where's the keyboard model? Yeah, this one. I will move it onto the completed list. Yes, it is a separate thing. I need to fill in all of the stuff. Okay, so it is from 2026. Yes. 2026 0205. No OCs related to comic. Yes, crafting, keyboard, synth, music instrument model, and it is in the in this. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and let me mark it that it needs a photo being taken. So yeah, so possibly during the weekend I will take a good photos of it because I will have sunlight. No, this is for my personal project because I have a comic, and in my webcomic I have my characters, and I love my characters dearly, and my characters play instruments. So I decided that I want to make figurines of my characters based on make the figurines of my characters using the second-hand dolls, and my characters need to play on things, and also for the future reference, for when I need like a particular angle, and stuff, I will have these these models ready, so I can snap a picture and then trace it for when I will need it for the comic. So yeah, so this is only for me, I don't plan to sell those. Actually, the thought of making something like this mass-produced, it absolutely scares me and turns me off, because I tried like one time, because for I am the artist in the family, and my family loves to ask me to draw stuff on various occasions. And recently, with all the kids my cousins were having, it was always like because Poland is a Catholic country, like predominantly, and we baptize children, so you always like bring some gifts. And recently it's been like a thing for me to paint like a picture of an angel or something like this, to be given as a gift to the family. And one year I painted like such a nice picture that at my mom's work, when she saw the picture, two of the ladies were like, "Oh my god, I want that." So it ended up with me, doing commissions, but they wanted like the exact thing that I drew, for that kid. And I was like, at first it was fine, but then after a while, and I was working simultaneously on both of them, so I was watching them side by side. I also had my reference picture and the picture of the card I painted, and it was like so frustrating experience, because not only you're doing the same thing like over and over again, but you're also like constantly seeing like, no, this one doesn't look right. They are like too different from one another, and it is hard to not make them different if they are made by hand, Like, I am not a machine. And I was like, afterwards, you know, my mom came, my supervisor, and she was like, hey, they looked like kind of different, like the cheek in this angel, like it's like more rounder than in this one. And it was like frustration, fixing, you know, my mistakes and stuff. And I was like, no, I am not doing like projects where I do the same thing over and over again, like anymore, like no more, because it is easy for me to despise it. You might see Nina, but I isn't drawing the comic the same thing over and over again, to which I say no, because each page is different, even if the steps are the same, like lettering, bubbles, background, you know, thumbnailing, sketching, line art. Even if the steps are the same, at least each page is different enough for me that my brain is not like too tired with it. So yeah. So going back to the topic of the models, I was thinking, because I have a silver thread, and I was thinking to use it to make like actual strings, but I don't know how, if this is like, if it isn't too crazy. Although this thread I think has like 4 little threads like mixed in. Where's the beginning? Come on. Because yeah, I have this thread all these years. Okay, so this thread, I think for a 4th string it would be like okay, because 1, 2, 3, 4. For a 4th string it would be okay. And yeah, I am so crazy that I will use this thread for, like, actually use this thread for making the strings on a model. Like Barbie X1 is 1 in 6 scale doll, you know, 11.5 inches. This is roughly 1 in 6 scale for, you know, a humanoid model, you know. So Barbie dolls have like guitars. They either don't have strings or they have molded in strings, which I don't know which is worse. But yeah, here we're going like DIY, we're going in, you know, for real. So I think I will start by putting in this white part, then the brown part, because it will snag the white ones and slightly like bring it inwards. Oh, and how I will attach the neck, the head to the neck. And yeah, this is also like popsicle sticks, like 3 popsicle sticks stuck together and like carved by hand and like painted dark brown. And yes, this is all like hand painted. So yeah. Crazy? I was crazy once. And they put me in the room. A room with rats. Okay, so I will show these, the thing I wanted to show, because I think Dinosaur saw it, but I don't know. Mindy, do you want to see the dolls that I've made so far? One is the custom-made Megara doll, made from a second-hand Megara from Disney's Hercules, made from a second-hand frozen Anna doll, which I think looks great, and everybody who saw it also thought so. And second one is a doll that I made on doll making workshop, which has like absolutely different technique. What you're drinking? I am drinking the blackcurrant syrup diluted with water. This is my dose of sugar without like relying on Coke. I had tea like just before the stream, but I already drank it. Ah. These markers are godsend, but I wish I was like able to mix colors of them or tint them. I wonder how well they will tint when you put like a layer of like alcohol ink on top. Okay, so what I need for this guitar? I need four knobs of these, which I need to also paint in white. Oh my god, I have 10 minutes left of the stream. Okay, I will wait for this layer to dry and think for a moment, because I remember. So with polymer clay, I made like knobs with like a little slit inside, like a screw, like a flathead screw, you know? And I think I did this, if I remember correctly, to actually glue in the thread inside. So these are, let me find the, oh wait, there is also, there are also the ones with the higher slits, but wait, no. How many of those I have? This is the question, because it might be for the, because I have 1, 2 small ones and 1, 2, 3 and 4 taller ones. Okay, so no, so the small ones are, I think, for the, where are those? Also, here I have, wait, what is this for? What is this snap for? Wait, I'm confusion. 3 knobs were for the, oh my god. Okay, so this part has 3 knobs, so I have those. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. And 1 hole where you plug in the amp, the amplifier. And I think this is this one. I think this is this one. The size, like, the size fits. So it means these 4 knobs, which I also remember I did like a slight slits in those too. I think these ones were for the head. Yeah, so this leaves the fact that I need 4 like wait, I see those. I think I made these 4. I cut the wire from it was either from the pin or from the clip, paper clip. Must be one or another. Because these ones have like, yeah, must be one of the another, because I don't have any source of wire. And this will be like glued in here. Oops. This will be tricky. And I think I will use the CA glue, the cyanoacrylic glue for that. For the quickest, fastest bond. So yeah. And then glue this on top of here, because they will be like the upper parts of the mechanism onto which the thread is, you know, secured and can be tightened around. Yeah. I have also the bars. Yeah, I have also the bars. So the bars on the guitar. So, you know, let's pretend it is, you know, together. So we have the neck. We have this bit, and 1 bar is here. Second bar is here. Roughly, and 3rd bar is here. And I actually have the picture to help me position those, and this is where the string will end. So now let me just show you. This is how it will be. So yeah, but since it's like 3 to 10 p.m. Oh, it's actually a good thing that I have like a bit of uncured polymer clay here. I don't know why I have it here. Maybe I wanted to, I know why I have it here. I wanted to do the neck of the head of the other guitar from this. But if I will be left with a little bit of this clay left, I will do one of the elements that is missing from the second-hand toy that I want to restore. It will be actually a very good, like... Do I have CA glue? This plastic glue, this is from Citadel. It should be cyanoacrylic. Because for plastic you usually use cyanoacrylic because it melts the top of the plastic. So it should be it. If not, I think my dad has something like this in his... Why is he not closing this glue? Okay, so my dad has this Tamiya cement. Let me check if it is cyanoacrylic or not. Smells like one, but contains acetone and butyl acetate. Okay, so it is more like acetate, but it is made for plastic. yeah. Like, there's all. I don't know if you see this, like, all the tanks arsenal behind me. Like, listen, all the tanks behind me, like, I know, like, I know this stuff, like, even before I started, like, making models myself, so I'm, like, so familiar with those. Although now I look at it, wait. One of them... Why I don't have any silver ones? One of them needs to be for the... wait, let me compare the size. Okay, this one should be here. And do I have the... Where is the mock-up for? Okay. No. I had like a printed out thing of this part. Oh, okay, I have. Okay, so this bit, it can be this one. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, so they are both rectangular ones. The rounded ones are for the Gibson. So, okay, let me put this. This one. Okay, you know what? I will save this one and this one in case I will be crazy enough to put the markings of the oh, it goes very quickly downhill from here. Dire, so let me tell you, it goes very quickly downhill from here. Okay, so yeah, I must have made these knobs for these. Like, they kind of fit the size. This is like the printout of the 1:6 printout of the real picture of the real Fender guitar, Fender bass guitar, Fender Jazz in this color. And yeah, this must be from here. Yep. Yeah. And listen, like, back when the brick and mortar model stores were like open in the like close-ish, you know, space around us, my dad actually like had a list of models he wants to have, like, for every like Christmas or birthday or any other like occasion, and we were like, okay, then give us a list and we'll buy you something. And we go like with a list that says like, this is like, you know, F16 but in but with these and these markings. And we, you know, go to the store and we are like trying to read this, like, what's something that is absolutely gibberish for us. Like, I enjoy going to model stores because I like to see like the brushes. I like to see like those little like bushes that you can put on the dioramas and stuff. And I learned like a lot. Like I know what a masking fluid. I knew what a masking fluid is before Sam struggled with hers. Like, oh my god, I remember. If you don't remember the heat death of the universe recycled, then are you even like the real Sam fan? Yeah. But it stems from his very early childhood and started with the carton models. There were actually magazines selling cardboard models, like on a very little, like just sheet of cardboard. And then after we got internet, my dad was like printing out every like model that he could find like online. And my dad predominantly makes planes because he wanted to be a pilot. It was like his like his childhood dream, but due to health reasons he couldn't become one. And but he still like enrolled into the military. Like at the time, like it was like one of the better options for a young man. Like remember we were talking about the socialist Poland, so militarization was like in line with the like current politics. So it was like, you know, but I know there are also like requirements that you can be like too tall to be a pilot, because you know when you're under like a lot of like pressure, like when you're very tall, you actually have like problems with your heart and circulatory system, because it needs to circulate blood through such a long body that it is actually like a problem. So I think even like super tall people have problems with this due to the circulatory system, you know? Hi, Mr. Limbe, welcome to the stream. No, not politics, I'm just saying the story of my dad and why he is making like the plastic models of stuff. And I said that he started with planes, and why he started with planes, because he wanted to be a pilot, but he ended not to be one. But he's still in the military. It was like you know, back then we are talking like mid-80s, you know. So, you know, back then in the socialist Poland, like being in military was like a viable and good option for a young man, you know. A young man without like without like very special. Oh my god! Remind me to tell you the other stream to tell you what kind of high school my dad graduated from, because it is just so funny. Or maybe I will squeeze it in. Okay, so my sister was like thinking of, you know, enrolling into the high school, you know, back when she was already like graduating from middle school. And in high school and middle school, you pick out like the class profile, which is like where you like kinda, when you at the very early stage, you say that, oh, I actually like want to study this and this subject more extensively in order to pass the extended, the advanced level of the exam in this subject, you know. So, and there are like various profiles, you know, more or less like structured around one project. For example, I was in the math phys profile, which is the with extended mathematics and physics curriculum. And I was doing my going through my Matura exam, which is the external national exam after you finish high school. After you finish high school, that lets you enroll into university, for example. And depending on the results, it is like you can the universities can decide and grant you recruitment points based on how well you were doing, how well you've done during this exam. So for some people, once they were oh, I want to be a doctor, they chose the biochem profile, with extended biology and chemistry. There is also the humanities profile for Polish language and liberal arts, with extended curriculum in those. So my sister was at the she was thinking, oh, I don't know, I'm not good at anything, I'm thinking mathematics, but I don't know, maybe I'm maybe I'm destined to be in mathematics for the high school, because I don't know what else to do. And she decided, no, I was in a regular high school. No, not in the technic school. I was in the regular 3-year long high school. Right now, high schools are 4-year long, and technical schools follow roughly the same curriculum, but they are 1 year longer, and after that you actually get the degree of a technic. No, but it was a specialized high school, and he was and my sister was okay, so maybe I will ask around my parents where they're going. She already know that I went to mathematics and physics, and she asked my mom. My mom works in administration, and she was working before that she was working in oh my god, as a protocolant on court. So we think that, oh, maybe she finished humanity, maybe she was in humanities, in humanities profile, because this is usually the profile. But no, my mom, no, I think it's 5 years right now after the dissolution of middle schools, after the dissolution of gymnasia. So she asked my mom, what was her profile? My mom actually was also mathematics and physics in high school, but went later into more humanities and law, which is great. Okay, this is another point for mathematics and physics. And then she went to my dad and she asked, Dad, what kind of profile you finished? And my dad said, aerocraft instruments. And my sis is okay. Because my dad finished the aeronautics school in Świdnik, which is which is near Lublin, where we come from, and he had a profile of aeroplanes instruments, and this was so strange. And with profile like that, you are destined to go to the military. Yes, like you either go to civil airport, civil like aviation, or military aviation, you know. And back then he didn't know he's not suited for a pilot health-wise. But okay, I'm blah blah blahing here, and it's already like, I don't know if it is what is called. Maybe it was the technical school. I think it could be technical school. Now that I Google it. Huh. But no, it was in Świdnik. I don't know where Szkoła Orląt is. I think it is in Dęblin. Not in Świdnik. Which Dęblin is also like close to Lublin. I know, I admit. But Świdnik is closer. And yeah. Yeah, okay. But yeah, we're talking, and it's time for me to finish the stream. Quickly, like, glue in all these pieces that I want to glue in right now. And quickly clean up because tomorrow I want to do a bit of digital art and progress with my comic. So yeah. So thank you all so much for coming. Thank you for watching, chatting, lurking, and spending some time with me. Next stream, if all the gods in the world allow it, I will be playing The Sims 4. I don't know how it will go because I have not yet updated my game and updated my mods, and I am waiting for this, honestly. Although I can play this one without mods, maybe it will be useful. Maybe it will be okay if I play it without mods, because I will be doing the Sims 4 Ugly House Challenge, the gameplay part. And I will be my sim will be trying to make a freaking hideous ugly house pretty, just by working. You know, I start with 0 simoleons, and I need to make this house pretty with the money I earn, and not with anything else. So we will see. And on Thursday, okay, it says on Thursday it will be crafting, but I think it will be traditional art because I just spent the whole stream crafting right now. So it will be traditional art. Let me mark it up. So this one is crafting, and this one is traditional art. Yeah. Okay. So thank you all so much for watching. I will go soon. Okay, so thank you all so much for watching and being here. And yeah, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and I will see you all next stream.